Alright, welcome to Yugioh. Today we have the new starter deck Link Strike to open. This is the new introduction to Link summoning that has frightened the entire Yu-Gi-Oh community and has polarized everyone from leaving to staying and hoping for the best. There's just differing opinions. And a lot of people are scared because, it's like pendulum summoning when it first came out. It's a new mechanic and it's kind of forced on us by Konami, so we have no choice. So I'm going to be opening up the new starter deck, not structure deck, but starter deck, that is giving us the first introduction to the Link monsters themselves. So here we have the deck, and we have Link Slayer here, if I can focus on him. He's really good. I'm gonna run by him in a second here. What I'm really interested in are these two. Very important. This is the new beginner's guide, which is gonna come in handy because it's gonna teach us how to Link summon the new game mat that I'm gonna open up in a bit. The Link monsters you see here. It explains actually really well how to Link summon, what Link summoning is. So having this book and the changes to pendulum summoning and whatnot, now that the pendulum monsters share the spell and trap zones, so this is going to be really handy. So in addition to picking up the new starter deck, you also get this new guide that's going to assist in bringing us into this new format. And if we see this new paper mat here, this is going to be the new layout from now on. Now let me try to focus on this. So basically we see that the spell and trap zones are now where the pendulum zones are, in the far left and far right. And these two cutout zones on the top, the extra monster zones, this is where we're gonna start Link summoning. And it's kind of bummed out that it's cut. Like, I guess if you have two of these, you can like form them into one. But it seems pretty lazy to me. I don't know. I mean, I don't use these anyway, but it's really cool to see, that it's official now that this is the new era of Yu-Gi-Oh. So that's cool. But what's important is the new deck. So this is going to be interesting because I've seen the Link monsters online. If I could figure out to open this first. So I've seen the Link monsters online, as we all have, but to hold them in person is going to be a different story. So let's see. Get the plastic off. So here we have the boss card of this set. So this is Link Slayer, 5-star Cyber monster, which is the new archetype. The effect reads: if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards, then target that many spell traps on the field and destroy them. So that's good because it's kind of like a built-in Twin Twisters. But you have the choice to do 1 or 2, so that's really good. And then he has a Photon Thrasher effect. He kind of just special summons himself. And 2000 attack, and see, he's just really good. And here, okay, let me separate these. So this was the first Link monster announced, Decode Talker. He looks cool. Is that focused? I can't tell. So Decode Talker is going to be one of the more important Link monsters that is going to be used in the early stages. He reads 2 effect monsters, gains 500 attack for each monster it points to. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card that you control, it's a quick effect. You contribute 1 monster this card points to, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So what's important to note with these Link monsters are the Link markers. So you see there's blacked out markers here, and the ones that are highlighted are the active markers that each link monster will have independently. And this will allow you to link summon or extra deck summon into either of these zones or even on top. And this is going to be interesting because if you have this in your extra deck monster zone, your opponent will be able to special summon monsters. But you cannot use this effect to tribute their monsters. It's only your own monsters. So it's going to be interesting once we get more link monsters and, you know, different arrows and how each of them are going to be used, because card placement is now really important in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's kind of interesting. Oh, I like this too. They started doing that where the attribute is hollow also. This card looks really sick. Link 3 monster. So Decode Talker. The first link monster we're going to go through. And now we have Honeybot. And Honeybot, you see the markers are on the left and the right. So this isn't a link monster that you would want to link summon first, because you won't be able to special summon any more monsters from the extra deck. You're going to want to do either Decode Talker or the next one, Link Spider. And Honeybot would be the second or third that you would special summon, so you can get the left and the right zones active. And then his effect reads, you need 2 Cyberse monsters, and neither player can target monsters that this card points to with card effects, and those monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. So it would really benefit special summoning next to this card, because then this card starts protecting it. So Honeybot is a cool card. And then Link Spider is really good. He only has 1 marker, so you can only link summon him first, because you can't special summon any more monsters. I mean, you could put, like, if you could put him in the main monster zone, but you won't be able to use the markers. His effect reads, once per turn you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand to the zone that this card points to. So if you want to activate his effect, you're going to have to link summon him first, so he can special summon below him. If not, you can just special summon him in the main monster zone after you do Decode Talker or Honeybot. But if you're going to want to use this effect, you're going to have to place him properly, because he only has the marker facing down. And then this is what's changing the game. This is what is freaking everyone out, because it's a new thing to think about, you know. A lot of people like placing their cards wherever they choose, you know, even though there's like a game mat that shows you exactly where to point. But now it's going to be very important where you place your cards. So those people with OCD and very meticulous people that want you to place cards in a specific spot, now this benefits them. So those 3 link monsters are going to be very important in the metagame moving forward, and until we get the new set that's coming out later this week. So here we have the rest of the deck, which is honestly really good for a starter deck. We have Ram Clouder here, another Cyberse monster, level 4. So you contribute 1 monster, then target 1 Cyberse monster in your graveyard, special summon it. It's GY now, by the way. They like changed the word around. I guess it's safe space. I don't like it. You can only use this effect to Ram Clouder once per turn. So Ram Clouder is pretty good. It's a super rare. I like that all the link monsters are hollowed. We have Bitron, or Bitron, another Cyrus monster. 2000 defense. He's the normal monster that you can special summon with the link monster. We have Draconit, another Cybers monster. This card reads, when this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower normal monster from your hand or deck in defense position. So that would also go with this card. So you get this one, special him, and then you can get both of them out, and then you can get Honeybot or Link Spider, or, you know, any other. Well, I mean, you only have 3 options so far, but that would be like an easy combo: Draconit, Bitron, and then you can link summon. So just to give you an example of how this deck is supposed to function, we have Galaxy Serpent, Normal, another Another normal Mystery Shell Dragon 2000 attack, which is pretty good. Beast King Barbaros. We have Cyber Dragon. A lot of these cards are going to special summon themselves. With Link summoning, they're trying to push that the more monsters that you can dish out, the more Link summons you can do, and then you can flood your board. This game, like people think it's gonna slow down, but honestly, it might speed up once we get more Link monsters, because the Link monster effects are really good. Photon Thrasher, like I mentioned before. Glad that he's in here. Exarion Universe, another cool card. Evil Sworn Mandragora. Marauding Captain. Sangan with the errata. Kurin Bandit, which is a really good card to have here. Marshmallow. Card, these are good reprint. Raiko Lightsworn Hunter. Battle Fader is really good. Hand Trap. Swift Scarecrow. Effect Veiler is really good. I'm really glad that this was reprinted as common. We have Signet Universe, and this one I'm going to read because this is a new card. This is a equip spell, and it reads, all Link monsters you control gain 300 attack. Oh, it's a field spell, sorry. All Link monsters you control gain 300 attack. Once per turn you can target one monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, send all monsters in the extra monster zones to the graveyard. So this card is going to work with the Cybers monsters in beefing up the Links and also recycling your Link fodder. We have Monster Reincarnation, Dark Hole, really good. Mystical Space Typhoon, staple. Book of Moon, also really good. Forbidden Lands, really good. United We Stand, Pot of Duality. All these cards are really good for a starter deck. It's cards that you can use in any deck, so it's really good. Burden of the Almighty, Supply Squad, Terraforming, standard. Jar of Aris, really good. Call of the Haunted, Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute. All these cards are really good. Ring of Destruction, Bottomless Trap Hole, Compulsory, Evacuation Device, Fiendish Chain, and Dark Bribe. So for a starter deck, I'm going to say that this is definitely worth it. It has a lot of good staple cards, a lot of good staple monsters. Kurin Bandit, Card D, Effect Veiler. Also, we have the new field spell. We have Dark Hole, Mystical Space, and just a lot of staple traps that are going to be good for the ongoing meta. We have the new Ram Clouder and the Cybers monsters. Link Slayer is a really good card. This card is going to see a lot of use. And of course, the Link monsters, Link Spider, Honeybot, and Decode Talker, which looks really good as an Ultra. I'm looking forward to the new format. I have high hopes that this is going to be healthy for the game. We're going to see an increased amount of strategic thinking in this game with card placement and in terms of how people are going to figure out ways to enhance their decks using the Link monsters that we will be provided with soon. So if you're scared of Link summoning or you're excited, please let me know in the comments. If you have any questions about Links maybe I can help you with, you can also leave that down in the comments below. And if you like this content, feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content just like this. Definitely going to be uploading more Link format videos from now on, and hopefully we can access this journey together. So until next time, see ya.